Hello and welcome to your Club Everton Daily. The date is Thursday, the 5th of January 2012. As mentioned yesterday, suffering from laryngitis, I think I've set my recovery date back a couple of days by shouting and screaming at the screen. A lot to talk about that match. We're going to tell you how to do that a bit later on. So here's what's coming up in today's daily. We're going to round up the news. We're going to give you a feature presentation, which is going to detail how the podcast recordings work and how you can get involved in them. And if we've got time at the end, we're going to go over the latest transfer gossip. So let's just get straight into it and start with the news. And the first piece is David Moyes says that Bolton deserved their win. Moyes gave a frank assessment of his side's 2-1 defeat to bottom of the table Bolton on Wednesday night. Moyes said, "We didn't deserve to be in front. Bolton deserved to win the game. I've got no qualms with the results. You can't perform like that and expect to win. The conditions weren't good, but both teams had to play in it. It's a little bit easier to play away from home, where it's like that, and you have to make a bit of play. But we didn't make any play tonight, and as I said, I've got no arguments with the results. It was a freak that we were 1-0 up. We'd have taken it, and we should have gone on and done better, but we couldn't hold on after that. Give Bolton a bit of credit, they worked really hard for the results, but we didn't perform as well as we've been doing. Bolton stuck at it and got the rewards. We did enter bizarro world yesterday though. Moyes opted for 4-4-2 with Louis Saha partnering Dennis Stracqualurzi, while Landon Donovan started on the right flank following his arrival on loan from LA Galaxy. Tried to go with two centre forwards. If we hadn't, some might have questioned it. Apart from the goalkeeper and bits from Landon, it was hard to say much positive. Well, at least he's being honest, but still unacceptable. The other bit of bad news to come out of what was a pretty dismal night was 3 injuries. Both Phil Jagielka, Jack Rodwell and Leon Osman sustained injuries playing in those conditions. Jagielka limped out after the first half after he landed awkwardly from a challenge on David Ngo. He was replaced by Jack Rodwell, but the England midfielder was also replaced midway through the second half. Osman also trotted towards the treatment room just after the restart. However, Moyes has yet to assess the damage to his 3 players. We've already got Fellaini, Coleman and Drempf out, so having 3 additional players injured on top of that is going to be a crippling blow to us, excuse the pun. The squad is thin as it is, and we can't afford to be getting injuries, especially to players like Phil Jagielka and Jack Rodwell and Leon Osman. But the one shining light out of that was Tim Howard scored the solitary goal for the Blues. ESPN SoccerNet reports that he's only the 4th goalkeeper in Premier League history to score. His goal, in fairness, was heavily assisted by the brutal wind on Merseyside. Howard refused to celebrate the goal though, explaining later his reaction was as a sign of respect to Adam Bogdan, the Bolton goalkeeper. It was also his 250th club game for England. He actually made his league debut for Man United against Bolton. Howard told Sky, "I was delighted that we were in the lead and would hopefully go on to get 3 points, but it's not a nice feeling for a keeper. It's really awful actually. For the back 4 and the goalkeepers at both ends, there's an awful wind swirling. You can see everyone was mistiming balls. Defenders were missing clearances that normally they would put up the field. I think the wind is the hardest condition to play in. Snow, rain, sun, doesn't matter, but the wind really does play tricks on you." I let him know that I was feeling for him. It's not a nice place to be. I've been there before a long time ago, and that's why I didn't celebrate. 3 previous goalkeepers to score, by the way, were Peter Schmeichel, Paul Robinson and Howard's USA compatriot Brad Friedel. Alright, so that's it for the news. And now we're going to move on to our feature presentation.
And now, our feature presentation.
Okay, so for our feature presentation on today's Daily, we're going to tell you how our podcasts work. The podcast is, of course, Club Everton Radio, our main podcast, where it's not just 15 minutes. We can rant on for however long we want to. As you know, the format changed. It's now we get a set list of topics, which I announce sometime during the week. In fact, I'm going to put the final announcements of what we're going to discuss this week on the forum tonight. So if you want to find out what we're going to be talking about early, and if you want to get involved in the discussion yourself, here's how you do it. First of all, and most importantly of all, you need to be a member on Club Everton Forum. You can register at clubeverton.co.uk/forum. It only takes 5 minutes. Once you're in there, go to Big Dunk's Pigeon Loft, which is our general discussion area. It's in there where I'll usually do the thread where we reveal what we're going to be talking about during the week. I'll also reveal the time and the date of the recording session. In fact, what I'll probably end up doing as well is I'll tell you what we're going to be discussing on the main podcast on the daily, the day before. So if you want to get involved in that, you've got the choice to do so. So once you're a Club Everton Forum member, once the time comes for us to start the recording session, we're going to open our live chat app. The live chat app. Try saying that when you're drunk. Is only open where it's being used. It's only used for podcast recordings or quizzes. More about those later. Once it's open for the podcast recording, it usually opens an hour before we start recording, so people can come in, get set up, ask questions about how things are going to work. And then once that's done, we start the recording session and we just chat about anything that's on the list. Things usually do end up spiralling out of control somehow, but you know, it's stuff like that that makes it fun. The other advantage to being a forum member, even if you don't want to take part in the recording yourself, is you get to listen to the full, warts and all, unedited version. Yes, I do edit these podcasts. I have to. But yeah, that's basically what it consists of. If you want to get involved in that, you want to air your feelings or vent your spleen about the club or whatnot, join Club Everton Forum. You'll get the announcements first on when the recordings are going to take place and what they're going to involve, and you'll have the opportunity to get involved with them. Obviously, as well, you'll need a working microphone for your computer. But other than that, everything's built in, so that's it. If you want further details, go to clubeverton.co.uk/forum. Alright, so we've got time left, so we're going first with a roundtable discussion topic, which this week is going to be a roundup of the transfer rumours. Again from the BBC and quoting various sources, which I will quote in this as well. Talkshite reports that Aston Villa have said the striker Darren Bent is not for sale at any price, despite continued interest from the Red Shite. Goal.com reports that, however, Villa could make a move for Chelsea forward Didier Drogba as they prepare to receive January bids for Bent. Metro reports that Thierry Henry's loan deal to Arsenal has hit a snag over his proposed return date to the New York Red Bulls. Caught Offside reports that Alex Ferguson will look to finally land long-term target Wesley Sneijder this month, after Inter Milan reportedly placed a £25 million price tag on the Dutch playmaker. The Cunt Rag reports that Man United could also join the race to sign Gary Cahill. Bolton agreed a £7 million fee with Chelsea for the England centre-back, but failed to agree personal terms. Now United could make a move to bolster their injury-hit defence. London Evening Standard reports that Chelsea hopes of signing Cahill are under threat because the Bolton defender is upset that his negotiations over personal terms have been made public. The Mirror reports that meanwhile the Blues are lining up a £12 million move for Marseille right back Cesar Azpilicueta, 22, and there's no way I pronounced that right. Man City are believed to be planning a swoop for Roma midfielder Daniele De Rossi, but only if Carlos Tevez leaves the Etihad before the end of January, according to the Manchester Evening News. The Daily Racist reports that Blackburn midfielder Mario Formica has said he has been denied a loan move to his former club, Newell's Old Boys in Argentina. Talkshite reports that North London rivals Tottenham and Arsenal are going head-to-head in the race to sign Lille striker Moussa Sow. The Daily Mirror reports that QPR have reportedly bid £3 million for Aston Villa defender James Collins and $2.5 million for Man City defender Nadim Onhuar. Again, no way I pronounced that right. Fulham's attempt to bring Calcio Catana striker Maxi Lopez to Craven Cottage may be derailed by the Argentine's desire to keep playing top-flight football in Italy. That's according to London's Evening Standard. Bild in German reports that Chelsea, Aston Villa and Malaga are reportedly keeping an eye on the out-of-favour Borussia Dortmund striker Lucas Barrios. The Daily Express reports that Tottenham's pursuit of Blackburn defender Chris Samba has been boosted by the news that Rovers boss Steve Keane must sell to finance any major January moves. Metro reports that Paris Saint-Germain have joined Liverpool and Marseille in the hunt for Sunderland midfielder Stéphane Sessegnon, amid reports that the 27-year-old is unsettled in the northeast. Daily Racist reports that Chelsea are believed to be watching £35 million rated Napoli striker Edinson Cavani with a view to a possible transfer. As the South Wales Evening Post reports that Swansea are poised to tie up 3 new signings, and manager Brendan Rodgers is also hoping to add a 4th new face at the Liberty Stadium. Footy Bunker reports that the Red Shite may enter the race to sign FC20's highly rated 21-year-old striker Luc de Jong will face hefty competition from Tottenham and Chelsea. Newcastle have tabled a £4 million bid for West Ham defender James Tompkins, according to the Star. In other gossip, the Manchester Evening News reports that Scotland manager Craig Levein has revealed that Man United midfielder Darren Fletcher has been suffering with a serious illness for almost 4 years. The Lancashire Telegraph reports that Blackburn boss Steve Keane faces a fight to keep hold of his assistant manager Paul Clements, less than 3 months after bringing them to Ewood Park. Newly appointed Paris Saint-Germain coach Carlo Ancelotti is keen on being reunited with Clements, having worked with him during his management tenure at Chelsea. The Cunt Rag reports that Newcastle playmaker Hassan Ben Arfa is unhappy with his bit-part role at the Sports Direct Arena. Norwich defender Adam Drury insisted the Canaries will not get carried away with their lofty Premier League position. Paul Lambert's side are currently 9th in the table. That's according to the Eastern Daily Press. And finally, and again there's 2, don't know why. First of all, the Red Shite Echo reports that Liverpool striker Luis Suarez's mother has launched a passionate defence of her son in the wake of the Patrice Evra racism row. More on that on Sunday. And finally, the Cunt Rag reports that with the London 2012 Olympics a matter of months away, the Royal Mint has produced a new series of coin, with one explaining the football offside rule. Could come in handy for girlfriends everywhere. Not sexist, honest. Lovely, 2 days in, I've already done the Richard Keys. Right, but that's it for today's daily. Again, if you want to get in touch with us and offer your opinions or offer your suggestions, you can do so through a number of ways. You can email us, podcast@clubeverton.co.uk, or you can go to our site and leave a comment in the comment sections for this daily, or you can join the forum. If you want to follow us on social media, we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/pages/Club Everton. Follow us there, like us there, get me things mixed up. And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Club Everton. And that's about it, other than to mention the Club Everton dailies are brought to you by Hans Tours, first class away day travel. For more information, visit www.hanstours.co.uk, and for ticket info, give Hannah a ring on 077 521 21395. Hans Tours, first class away day travel.